Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with another good old Wuthering Waves video, and as you can see, it's a little bit different this time, because usually I just do commentary because my setup is really scuffed. So, forgive me if the quality is a little bit funky, or if you hear me hitting my keyboard like this. You'll just kind of have to go with it, because today, I want to go over a few mistakes that new players, as well as a few experienced players, might make along the way. We will be starting with Shorekeeper, since that's how a normal rotation would go. So to start out, many new players will just use Shorekeeper something like this. They just do their thing, do their basic attacks, get their charge attacks going, E, and all. Something similar like that. Of course, there are ways to optimize that, so it doesn't take as long. Because doing that is kind of wasting time. To show you what I mean, what you want to do with Shorekeeper is right when she enters the battlefield, when you see that little orb attack here, that's her basic attack number 3. When you see that, you want to do a dodge. Something like this. Now, the reason why you want to do that... Why did I restart there? The reason why you want to do that is because you can see it goes up to her 4th bar on her forte. And the difference between doing basic attack 3 and 4 is quite a bit of time. So instead, to get that last bar, you want to dodge and do another basic attack like that, just to save a bit of time. Of course, what you can also do is do a skill cancel, which is faster than a dodge, but of course you can only do it once. So it should look something like this. Okay, one of my attacks like missed, so it wouldn't look like that, but you get what I mean. It should look something not like that either. Why am I being retarded? It should look something like that. And then you could end your rotation. Of course, the Shorekeeper one is rather sweet and simple, and a lot of people already know it since she tends to be the first person on a lot of people's accounts. Even newer players because of the novice banner. So next what I want to go through is another one that new players, especially new Augusta players, might struggle with. And that is going to be how she works in general. So, if you're experienced, and at least know about Augusta's kit, then you might think that's a bit silly. However, she does have some annoying things in her kit. One thing I want to go over is her outro skill. So as you can see, Battle Song of the Unyielding is granted to the incoming Resonator after Augusta uses her outro skill. Here, you can see you get 15% damage amplification for all attributes, so it's quite good for basically anyone. However, what also comes with it is the chance of giving Augusta a Majesty stack. This is really important because this is how Augusta gets her second ultimate and a big source of her damage. So, one stack is obtained by using her Resonant skill, Undying Sunlight Plunge, which is basically when she gets on her little dragon and slams into the ground. The second is whenever the Resonator that she outros to uses their outro skill on someone else. However, they must be under Augusta's outro skill when they do this, meaning they cannot, for any reason, swap to another Resonator, making Augusta an actual 1-2-3 team by default. You cannot do any quick swapping. And that's where a few new players might make that mistake. Just to show real quick, we'll do a basic little rotation with Augusta and her team, of course. I'm Mortifi on Cadenza. I suppose it doesn't matter. So here you can see. Let's do that charge attack. Get her ultimate. Another charge attack. And then you get this little dragon. And since we did that dragon, we get her second ultimate. Just get the slashes going. And boom. So now, when you outro, Shorekeeper is under the effect of, well, Augusta's outro skill. So if we happen to do this, and then go back to Shorekeeper afterwards, she lost the effect. So we could just do basic Mortify things, like that. Get stuff going, switch to Augusta. And like you saw before, when I was done my rotation, got the dragon, and this is when I got the second ultimate, but now I don't have it. So you cannot swap to anyone else after your first rotation. You can during your first rotation, but afterwards, you cannot do any quick swapping. Moving on, we'll now be discussing Zhezhi, who does have quite a bit of cancels that you could do with her to make her much faster. So starting off, we're going to do our rotation like normal. Starting off with Verena, and then making the move to Zhezhi. So doing that will get you 1.5 stacks of her Forte. Once you get to 3, you're going to want to do, after she stops attacking. Okay, you can stop now. You can actually stop now. You're going to want to do her E, and then a charge attack. And what that does is allows you to do some enhanced E's there, and send off some little birdies. And then you do her ult, and go to the next Resonator, which is usually Carlotta. However, there's a lot more things that you could do to improve that, and make it much more fluid, and of course, faster. Which when you're doing things like TOA, you kind of want to be a little bit faster, so you can get that easy clear. So like usual, we're going to intro into Zhezhi, and then when you get those 3 stacks, E, charge, and you're going to want to use your jump bar. Jump bar? Real quick, we'll go over 2 ways that you can improve your Zhezhi rotation. So first one, you're going to want to intro in, get 3 stacks, do your E, charge, and then when you do your enhanced E, you want to dodge. And then for the last one, you can ultimate. So basically, you're dodge canceling her little animation when she does the spin. And for the next one, like normal, E and charge. However, instead of dodge canceling, you want to jump. When you jump, it also cancels it, and it goes a little bit faster than the dodge cancel. What you can also do, as you saw me when I went into the air, it's not meant to go like that. So what you can do if you go into the air like that is cancel that out with an ultimate. And then you can continue from there. So that's going to be it for our Zhezhi segment. It will take a while to master, but it is definitely really fun to do. And I, of course, do kind of still suck at it. So, it probably isn't that hard, and I'm probably just a bot. But, you know. The next one I want to go over is our good old magistrate, Jinhsi. As you know, a lot of teams in this game can be put down to a simple 1-2-3 rotation, start off with support, go to sub DPS, go to DPS. However, you do not want to do that with Jinhsi. And that's because she kind of sucks if you do it like that. I'm just gonna I gotta be very blunt with our good old magistrate. She's kind of shit. So what you're going to want to do is start off with Jinhsi, enter her enhanced state, and then just fire a good old truth nuke. Afterwards, go to Zhezhi, pop her ultimate, and then forget she exists. You're going to want to do the same thing with Verena, pop her ultimate, and then go to Jinhsi. Enter her enhanced state, use her truth nuke, can't forget the ultimate too, and then go back to Zhezhi. Which then, just do classic Zhezhi rotation. Not have enough concerto, because you fucking suck at the game. And then go back to Jinhsi. Basically, what you're gonna do is keep rotating the team just like that. Next person I want to go over is good old Lynae. There are a few important things you want to keep in mind when using Lynae. And first of all, you always want to let this attack hit. Once you see that little spray can, then you're good. Then you can start doing your jumps. Another thing, you want to let the slam hit as well. Because if you don't, and I'll show it real quick right here once this gets filled. If you don't, and you slam and intro out, she doesn't fucking do it. She kind of like gets dementia and decides to ride a bike instead, I guess. I'm not too sure why. So basically, you want to let that attack hit first. As for why you want to make sure that hit of Lynae's actually lands, is because you'll miss out on a lot of concerto if you jump too early. As you can see there, it filled up a lot. And it's why you could finish it off right there after that slam. So yeah, just a little something that you want to keep in mind when you use Lynae. Because I've seen a few people ask why their concerto gain on Lynae sucks ass. And for the last character I want to cover in this video, it's going to be none other than Ciaccona. To show off a basic Ciaccona rotation, you're going to want to start off with either your Chisa or your Arrow Rover, assuming you're on the Cardathea team, of course. And then go over to Ciaccona. So basically, an optimized rotation would look something like this. Pop that. Then you can go to your Cardathea. Now, there are two ways that you can optimize Ciaccona to make her much, much faster. So obviously, we're going to start off with our Arrow Rover here. To show you what an optimized Ciaccona rotation looks like, you're going to want to start off on Ciaccona, dodge cancel when her hologram comes out, then do an E cancel when the third one comes out there, and then you're good. That's what one of the optimized Ciaccona rotations looks like. And now for the second, which is a lot more fun in my opinion, you do a jump, then when you slam down, you E, hold, and ultimate. It's way faster than both those, the first rotation and the second rotation, and it's a lot more fun too. So I'm not gonna lie, it's a little hard to actually understand. So I'll describe it in the overworld instead. And that's the bright side too with Ciaccona, is you can easily test your rotation in the overworld. So what you could do to practice in case you couldn't understand what was done in TOA, which I absolutely don't blame you for, this rotation looks fucking nuts, is practice in the overworld. So basically, when you see Ciaccona jump like this, you get one forte stack. So what you want to do is when she does that jump, is press the spacebar, keep attacking, and then she does that again. And now during that second one, when she slams down, you do an E, and then hold left click to unleash her forte, and then end it with an ultimate. Then you'll have enough concerto. Obviously, I don't, because I'm not in battle. You'll have enough forte to go on to whatever resonator is next in your team. Thank you guys for watching this video. This was a little bit different compared to what I do, especially how it was presented. Usually, I just talk over gameplay, and when I'm playing and talking, I'm quite bad at it, to be honest. I'm already quite bad at it in general, but yeah, it gets worse whenever you have to explain things and play at the same time. Yeah, I kind of wish I had a lobotomy now. A lobotomy would actually probably save me. So maybe I'll invest in getting one in the future. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.